Hi, this is Liz with 143 Handmade, and today is the wrap-up of the junk journal, flea market junk journal challenge hosted by Cherie at Turquoise Dreaming and Susan Hiles at Susan Hiles Art and Maria at Maria's Miscellany. So far I've created the cover using just a onion soup mix box, and then I have pockets on the inside, and I've used junk mail for the pages because my intention for this is to carry it around in my purse, and then, you know, when it gets gross from being in the purse, because that's just kind of what happens. I live in the country, so a lot of stuff ends up in there. So but anyways, this is going to be basically a disposable journal. So I didn't want to invest a lot of my, you know, nicer papers into it. And so there we are. And that was all free. You know, the only thing that I purchased was the embroidery floss that I bound it with. But that embroidery floss I purchased forever ago. So what I have to embellish it with is these little cutouts from an American Girl's paper flowers deal that was given to my daughter years and years ago. She's in her 20s now, but I found a couple pages of it the other day, and so I figured that counted as free or thrifted because, you know, it was left over from my daughter's childhood essentially. And then these are just little bits that are left over from other projects. So I have some pages or pieces of pages out of a field guides of beautiful little butterflies. I have some, this was just one of those flyleaf pages out of a bold book. I was checking the stamps and checking my ink pads to decide which ones I wanted to keep and which ones I was getting rid of. So that's what that is. This is little bits of binder paper that's left over from another project. And these are some pages out of a gardening, like a how to garden book, a basic how to identify plants, that kind of stuff. So I thought I would just go through and, you know, just add some bits of paper here and there. Oh, I threw the extra. I was like, what is the world? But no, that's what it is. Threw the extra embroidery floss in there. So let's see, I was thinking maybe on here. Nah, no, don't want to do that. Let's see. I want to just take these and just stick them right here in this front pocket. And that way, if I need to get a phone number or give us a phone number or whatever, I have some bits of paper that are already ready already. Let's see, I think that I'm going to do the same with some of these in the back. So I think this one might be a little big. Nope, just fits. Okay. So there we go. And let's see, let's go ahead and start on the cover. This big flower cluster. Let's see, what if we do that with, let's see, this butterfly. Just kind of layer them up like that, just to give the cover a little something. Don't have much of my Fabrifix glue left. I hope it gets through to the end of this project. I have more bottles. It's just in this open bottle right here on my desk. I forgot it was so low. But there we go. I do have some just Elmer's glue that will totally work for this project as well. And I like to break the edge, meaning I like to leave little bits hanging, because that way when I'm, you know, sitting in waiting rooms or something like that, I have something I can fidget with, you know, pick at and whatnot. And I totally could have chosen that other butterfly, but I didn't really flip it over to see until I was already putting glue on it. So there we go. And then we've got a little something on the cover. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tear off this bottom edge so that way it doesn't get caught up on the purse. See, this one's likely to just fold over You know, especially if I kind of do that to begin with. Yeah, see now when you stick it down, I always put it in my purse this way, and so that'll just kind of be pushed up against. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this little guy. Let's see. My glue's getting away from me. There's way too much glue on this guy. So let's decide. I like the purple one. And kind of smear that glue around on the two pieces. I'll just stick that heart right there. And I still think there's a little too much glue on this guy, so I'm going to do that. Wipe them off real good. Stick that flower there. And stick this one there. Okay. You know, and I won't necessarily like decorate every single page, but I do like to come in and, you know, just add little bits. Of interest. Even though it is going to be thrown away, I like to, you know, give it a little something something. Let's see. Since there's so much glue right there, I'm never going to be able to get that off, so I just tuck the flower in there to deal with that. And let's see if we add this guy here as a pocket. Yeah, do that. And wipe off the end and run it around. With these shiny pages, you know, you do have to be careful. Some of the Elmer's glues and the, you know, like that type of glue, the white glue, some of those don't really adhere well to the shiny papers. So before you do anything that really matters to you, just make sure you do a test piece when you're trying out new glues. That way you can be sure it'll work the way you want it to on the materials you're going to use, you know, and that sort of thing. And let's see. There we go. I really like that color contrast. I don't know why my glue is like erupting like that. Okay. Oh, I got cat issues happening behind me. Hopefully a human will show up in just a second. It's not me to deal with it. Or they'll just walk away. Alright, they all just walked away. So, here we go. There we go with that extra glue. So, just rub it off. Sorry, I know I'm not talking very much today. I don't know what that's about. Just getting used to doing this in the afternoon with my husband home. It's part of it. I was doing all my videos when everybody was either gone or sleeping. So, gonna have to get used to doing them when there's people around. I am back to do a quick flip through of the finished product. I'm sorry my dogs are being such a nuisance today. But all I did was go through and just add the occasional little flower or pretty bit. You know, this is a journal that I will not have for a long time. This is one that will end up being, you know, tossed aside at some point. Obviously taking out the important information beforehand. I will, but I like to keep what I consider a disposable journal in my purse. That way, if something happens, you know, to my purse, or drop it in the water or anything like that, I haven't destroyed one of my good, meaningful journals. And I can still salvage, you know, you know, most of the time, even if you drop your purse, you can still salvage quite a bit out of it. So, there we go. I've tucked coloring book pages like this, left over from another project, into almost all of the pockets and tuck spots. Those are great for, you know, if you're in a waiting room and you see a little kid and they are totally bored with what they have to color, but they already have, you know, coloring crayons and stuff out. You know, you can whip that out, and you know, some kids will be really receptive to that. They will love it. And parents too. Others will, you know, shy away. You just have to ride that one out. But if nothing else, it's great fun for you. You know, sit there and doodle on something that looks like that while you're waiting somewhere. You know, at the bank or at the doctor's office or whatever. As I've said before, I really don't go out and about much. I used to go out and about when I was taking my mom around to all her doctors and stuff. But since she passed away, I really become quite a homebody. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity. I cannot express to you how much I appreciate my husband taking care of me all these years. It's been more than 20 at this point. So, but there we go. So as you can see, this is a very simple journal. This was, you know, and it was almost all free. There was almost nothing I actually paid for other than the glues. The embroidery floss you can get for really cheap. You don't have to use embroidery floss even. You can use, you know, whatever, kitchen twine, anything like that that you happen to have on hand will work just fine, you know, for something like this. So, just use whatever you have on hand. Don't let the lack of a craft supply stop you, you know, as Pam at the Paper Outpost has said recently. You know, try something, improvise. That's one of the things that we crafters are really good at. So, there we go. There we go. There's the end. That little tuck spot. I'll go ahead and throw that little piece of purple in there. Just to give me a little something color-wise. So there we go. All finished. Thank you very much for joining me. I've had a blast. I can't wait till next month to see what they Susan and Cherie, or possibly Marie too, come up with. Susan says that she has a monthly. She does monthly open collabs, so I'll be looking forward to that. But check out my other videos. I have videos that come out every Monday. It's Mass Make Monday. And every Wednesday will be the design team demos. That's just, I'm doing that in conjunction with Betty's Custom Designs. And then these open collabs are on Fridays for now, so I will probably skip next Friday. It being the first Friday of the next month, and all that's when they do their announcements. And then, but then I'll be back the following Friday probably. Or I will be, whether I decide to do their open collab or not, I will be back the following Friday with another video. So, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is my schedule at this point. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, whatever it is that YouTube wants you to do at this point. I appreciate you.